What's up, Vlogmas Day 3? So I actually didn't film anything today, and this clip is actually being filmed on Vlogmas Day 4. Yesterday was kind of crazy, had a lot of personal stuff happen, a lot of work stuff happen. So today I present to you some pre-recorded footage, a VSG guide to staying hydrated. Enjoy. On my channel, I do a lot of variety of things, and a lot of them are VSG content, as well as beauty and fashion, so be sure to subscribe down below, be part of my warrior crew, and follow my Instagram for daily content. But today, I am going to be talking about something that I get questions on all the time, and it is how to stay hydrated post-VSG. Staying hydrated and getting your fluids in is one of the most important things post-VSG, and it is critical. Like, my doctor beat this into me practically, how important it is. It is something that I personally struggle with, so I wanted to give you guys my tips on how I try to stay hydrated, even though it is still something that I'm working on, but here are the things that help me stay hydrated post-VSG. Number one is kind of almost controversial. It's using straws. So here's the thing, like, with my surgery, my doctor said I could use straws after a certain point. And I will say, I did try them once before I hit that point, and it was uncomfortable. So what you don't realize is that when you suck into a straw, first you pull all of the air out of it and then the fluids. So what you don't realize is that you're kind of dumping air into your stomach unintentionally, and it can be uncomfortable and cause belching, essentially. So the first time I did it was pretty uncomfortable, and so I waited another month or two, and then it was totally fine. But I find that if I have one of these cups that has a straw in it, I can get through the water faster. So once you are cleared to use straws, or once you are comfortable using straws, for me, that's something that helps. I know some people that don't use them anymore, or their doctor told them they can't use them anymore. So again, like I say with all of these videos, this is my experience. I am not a doctor, you know, take my advice at your own risk. But I like straws, they help me. That's tip number one. Tip number two is to keep a timer handy. So my problem a lot of the time is that I forget to drink, right? Okay, so I eat something and then I just go about my day. So what I have been doing to fix that is the second that you finish eating the last bite of whatever you're eating, set a 30-minute timer. That 30 minutes you're supposed to wait between eating and drinking is critical, because if you do it before then, you could restretch your stomach. There's not enough room for food and water. We all know this. The point is, you set that 30-minute timer and then you don't forget when 30 minutes is up and you can start drinking. So it's also an, okay, you're clear, but also a, hey, and by the way, don't forget to do this. So currently, I just finished a snack and I have 15 minutes and 50 some odd seconds left until I can have something to drink. So I have this waiting for me for when my timer goes off. Number three is to drink water while you're drinking another liquid. So like in the morning when I have my cup of coffee, I drink a water with my cup of coffee. Or if I'm gonna drink juice, which I don't usually do because juice is juice has a ridiculous amount of carbs in it, so I don't usually drink juice. But if I were to drink something along those lines, you know, lemonade, something non-carbonated, I would drink water with it. That way I'm still getting water in while I'm drinking my coffee. I don't know, it's just another way for me to try to add fluids in. That way I'm not just drinking coffee in the morning, I'm still getting water in. Number four is to add flavors to your water. So a lot of people like Crystal Light and Mio, and I personally like the liquid Mios. I have right here the Walmart version. This is the, what is it, pineapple mango. This one's my favorite, and then the other one is watermelon lemonade. I also have just regular lemonade. For some reason, I like these better than Crystal Light. There's probably literally no difference other than the fact that one is powder and one is liquid. But I like these, and they help me get my water down. Sometimes I don't just want water, I want something fancier or something. And so squirting some of that into my water helps me get it down faster, or helps encourage me to actually drink it. Number five is to figure out what size container for your water works best for you. So some people like the giant hydro jugs that have, like, I don't know how many ounces those suckers hold, but they're freaking enormous.
Some people like smaller bottles. I typically like something in the middle. This is a 24-ounce container. All of these Starbucks jugs are 24 ounces, so I have quite a few of these and I just keep filling them up. I personally prefer to do that. I know I need to get 3 to 4 of these in a day to feel good. I try to take in 60 to 80 ounces of water a day. That was my doctor's suggestion, was technically 64 ounces. So 3 of these gets me past 64 ounces, so I try to do even more than that just to be sure. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like, it's hard and I don't do it every day. I don't. Like, I just don't. But I try really, really hard. So like literally I am trying to practice what I preach right here with you. The other thing that can help is having containers. Now, of course, this is my morning coffee and it's 3:30 and I still haven't finished it. This happens a lot. But having containers that have measurements on the side can be super helpful. This is a Ninja Bullet blender cup that the thing came with, but I like using it because I can tell exactly how much liquid is in there. Again, this is like a 24-ounce container. That seems to be my sweet spot. A lot of people like the hydro jugs because you know that like whatever liquid is in there, that's all you have to take out the whole day. Some people prefer smaller containers because then it's more like crossing it off a list, like, okay, I've got 1 done. Okay, I've got 2 done. All right, I only have 2 more left, or whatever it is. That's why I like these. I'm like, okay, I've had 2 of these. I only need to take down 1 more. I know how long it'll take me to take it down. So you just kind of have to figure out what works best for you. When I was originally post-surgery, I just used single-use bottles of water, which is not the best idea for the environment, but it was easier for me to get through those because they were smaller. I needed a smaller goal. So I did that for maybe the first 2 months and it worked pretty well. At the very beginning, it's really, really hard to get fluids in, but it's so important because you can get dehydrated so fast. And my doctor also recommended that you take a sip every 10 minutes. So even at the beginning, I was like setting a timer. Every 10 minutes, I would take a sip of water. Even a little over a year post-op, I still can't chug water. Most of us can't chug water, and that is really hard, especially when I'm working out and like I finish a run and I want to just chug water and I can't, because if you try, and there have been moments where like I have forgotten who I am and that I have had this surgery, I will try to chug water because I'm half out of my mind and I just ran however many miles. And I'll try to chug water and I have almost thrown up because of it. So just be very, very cautious about how fast you drink water too. We're always looking at how full we are and how many bites we've taken when it comes to food, but it's the same thing with liquid. You really need to pay attention to your full sensors in your brain and give yourself enough time between sips to make sure. I struggle with that with coffee because coffee fills me up so fast. So, which is why this coffee has not been finished. I don't even know if I'm gonna finish it today. It might just end up going away. Number 6 is to always have cold water available. So this one personally helps me. So this water is not cold and I don't want to drink it. So we leave here and I finish this video, I'm going to be putting a crap ton of ice cubes in it and that will help me get through it. But making sure you always have cold water, if it's a Brita, if it's bottles of water in the fridge, something like that. Something about cold water helps me personally drink it. So that's what I'm sharing with you. Whatever you need to do to drink it, even if it's something as simple as making sure the water is cold, do it. Number 7 is to have a water tracking app. So you can get just water tracking apps on your phone, or you can use the app Veritastic. That's the one that I use, that was recommended to me by my doctor's office. It tracks all of your macros, and it tracks water, and it tracks measurements, and it tracks exercise as well. It does everything, so it's a really good app. So if you're somebody that wants to do smaller increments so you can cross it off, you can use the app to keep track of it. That is what I did at the very beginning. It was kind of hard for me to keep track of smaller increments at the beginning because I can only take in a couple of ounces every couple of hours. So it was easier for me to do it that way. I'd be like, okay, I just finished 3 ounces of water, so I'm gonna mark that off. Oh, there's my mom. Mom, you're interrupting my video. Once you figure out what size bottle works for you and process you like, and the further you get in your journey, the easier it will be to keep track of these things. At the beginning, it's really hard because you can only take down a couple of ounces at a time every few hours. It is so hard to get them down in the beginning. And please know that if you're struggling with hydration at the beginning of your journey, it is hard. It is so damn hard, and it is still so hard for me a little over a year post-op. You just have to keep going, keep trying, try some of these things, track your water just like you're tracking your macros, and hopefully it will help guide you towards better hydration. All right, you guys, so there you go. I hope you enjoyed these quick little tips on how to stay hydrated post VSG. I think they're kind of applicable for like just people in general that want to be more hydrated. I think a lot of our society is not drinking enough water in general. So here's your reminder to drink more water. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe down below. Become a member of my warrior crew. I'm gonna go drink this when my timer goes off. And I'll catch you in the next one. Love you, warrior crew. Bye!